Your dreams will come true if your mind isn't glued to the fact that life is so blue. Okay, I think we're on. Okay, hopefully. Hi, folks, it's Sandy and AnaLynne here. And today on the Sandy and Friends podcast, we're with Tracy Born. That was so grand of me today, don't you think?
Grand. I'm so honored to be here.
I'm so honored that you're here. I'm so happy to finally meet you.
Right, we've been talking for several months.
Yes, and how was it that we met?
Well, it could have been through the best band ever, REO Speedwagon.
Speedwagon.
Because you can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. You see that? High infidelity, all the goods.
Oh, what's your favorite REO album? I never asked you that, did I?
Oh, well, probably High Infidelity, because that's what came out when I was 14 years old, and I got to go to the concert, and it was just the dream.
Wait, did you tell me that? Do I know that you went to the High Fidelity concert?
I think so. Yeah, and I almost got backstage, I thought.
Oh, right. I forgot. Wait, tell the story.
I wrote a letter professing my love to REO, and I'm like, oh, I just wanted to write a letter to Kevin, so I did. And of course, I included a picture, as one does when one's 14 and nerdy.
No, what are you kidding? That's awesome. That's what I would do.
Yeah, and so after the concert, my sister loved REO too, and we're like, we're gonna meet Kevin, Gary, Bruce, Allen, and Neil. We just have to. And so we went to the where the roadies were like cleaning up and stuff like that. And I said, could you give them this letter for us? And the one guy said, well, just run down that hall and give it to them yourselves. My sister and I were like, did you hear? I'll never forget this big wall of a man. He was wearing a turquoise shirt and a great big lanyard. I can picture him. And he's like, where are you going, girls? He said we could. And
oh,
sorry. So will you give him the letter? And he said, I will. So when my son was born, my second son, who is now almost 28, I went to a concert when he was 4 months old, first time leaving my child. And I'm up in the hillside going, hey guys, did you get my letter? You remember me?
Oh, that's so funny.
My hometown of Pittsburgh.
That's not that far from me.
It's not really.
Only like a state. Only a state.
I am so rude to not say hi to AnaLynne too.
Yeah, Tracy. You didn't even say hi to me.
I meant to. I'm really honored to meet you as well. I mean, you are the reason we met, because you guys
sang to Kevin.
Yeah, you sang Roll with the Changes so beautifully.
Oh my God, I totally forgot that was a song.
And you played guitar. You did.
I did. It wasn't an open tuning.
An open tuning, so you could do it with one hand. I know, it was beautiful.
Oh, you know, it would have made so much more sense had she played shoot, Time for Me to Fly, because that he actually plays in an open tuning. It's the
next time, and you'll tag Kevin again. That's
not a bad idea.
And one day,
today's Bruce Hall's birthday too.
I saw that. I wish him happy birthday.
Oh, she should make him a video. I'm gonna have to do that.
And get on it. Think about your favorite song with the bass in it. And
he wrote Someone Tonight, right? Someone Tonight was his, right?
Yeah, I think so. And On the Road Again.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh my God, that is a good idea. We're just sitting here in front of the camera.
Do it. And his hair is still awesome. Bruce is still awesome.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah. How does he do that? Like how? I can't imagine.
They're all so cool.
What about my hair? My hair is incredible.
It looks so manageable and soft and
manageable.
What do you use?
Nothing. That's the secret. Just naturally.
Nothing.
I'll bottle it up and you can try some too.
Okay.
Gosh. Okay. All right. I'm going to actually ask you some things about you.
Okay.
Imagine that.
Good answers.
I think you will. You're very interesting. So I heard you like books. Is that true? Do you read?
I've got a couple. There's only in stacks all around my house. And
oh my gosh.
books are decoration, they are. They're decoration and they're important to read, actually.
Well,
Yeah,
tell me,
I
when
have
did your love
thousands of books.
thousands?
Thousands.
And where do you keep them all?
Well, my daughter one time said we're turning into a book warehouse. And I said, well, it's not far from the truth. I'd love to have an actual like brick and mortar real store, but those things actually cost money and overhead stuff. So maybe one day. But for now, I have a library in my basement with many bookshelves, and I have a garage that's full of like plastic totes of books because it was a lending library, and it still is. It was a lending library first at a homeschool resource center. Well, actually first here, then I moved it to a homeschool resource center. And then they needed the space for something else 9 months later. I had to move it again. Why couldn't I collect like feathers? People collect stuff like that's light.
Feathers?
Postage stamps, they're pretty light. Books are not, it's a workout moving books. It is. I'll tell you what, your legs will feel it the next day. So anyway, I moved it back and I'm still looking for a place. I have actually called like church basements and stuff, just like, well, not the actual church basements. I've called the church. I said, do you happen to have a basement or like a room that you might want to have a lending library for homeschoolers? Nothing yet. So nothing appropriate. Or I found some, but they're like, well, it leaks. It's kind of wet. I'm like,
that's not going to work with books.
Books and water are like oil and water. No, worse than oil and water. They very bad.
Those they actually mix.
Yeah.
Not in the good way.
They mix bad. Yeah. So part of my library is in my garage, and my husband is the most patient man on the planet. He just like, yeah, honey, I know it's your passion. And I mean, he's awesome. I got to show you one of my favorite things. I should have a holster for this. Wait for it. See if I wore it. This, you know what this is?
No, I have no idea what that is.
This is an embosser where it has a little thing where I can emboss. I take my favorite books. Like this is one of my favorite books growing up on the banks of Plum Creek. And I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Let's see, where's the...
Wow, that's really cool.
And it says, it's hard to see there, but it says, enjoy and return Living Books Rescue Preservation Library.
Oh, that's so much fun.
Living Books Rescue.
That must be so exciting. Yeah. It's for your mark.
It is. I feel good.
You know what? I couldn't be trusted with that because I would do that on more than just books. I would do it on everything.
AnaLynne, you'd have to hide.
Oh my God. No, don't do that to me. Yeah, I'm getting business cards and I'm so excited. That just reminded me of that. I'm so excited about it. Is that a strange thing to be excited about?
I think it's very cool. It feels so legit when you have a business
card. Yeah, right?
Now, is it going to be for music or ventriloquism?
Both.
Both? That is so cool.
And it's got the Sandy and Friends podcast on it.
Wow.
Not the actual podcast, because watching that off a business card would be interesting. That would be a feat. But
you can have a QR code or something that like takes people somewhere.
A QR code? I don't even know how to use one. Is that bad?
It's like really crazy. You just take a picture of it with your phone and then you tap on the little square that shows up and it takes you. Yeah.
Seriously? Wait, you take a picture of it?
Yeah, you just open up your camera and hold it over a QR code, and it'll automatically put a thing on your screen that says, open up in whatever, open up this website.
Oh, that's great.
There you go. Crazy. I have some books for sale up at a coffee shop, and I have a little QR code just displayed on the bookshelf there. And
oh, that's great.
So if they don't have cash, they can PayPal me.
Oh, that's awesome. Wait, I should ask you the questions in the book. What did I just do? Wait, hold on. I just messed something up. Where did you go?
You have a payphone on your back wall.
Yeah, isn't it groovy?
It's so groovy. I love it.
Okay, speaker gallery. Oh, wait, that's so much better, don't you think? Can you see that?
Nothing changed.
Seriously?
Nothing.
Wait, this is the way I wanted it, but am I backward? No, I'm not. I don't think I'm used to being on this side of the screen. This is interesting. Okay, you know what? I like this a lot better because I can see both of us.
AnaLynne looks very surprised. Her mouth is agape.
Wow, you guys made the same face.
Pretty sick.
Oh wow, wait, this is really good, but it's not focusing on the albums or the 12 string.
Blast.
Okay, you know what? It'll be okay. It'll be fine.
We'll just splice it together.
Oh man, that's funny. Okay, you know what, Tracy? I want to know when your love of reading began.
Oh my goodness. Well, definitely when I was a child. The book I showed you before.
Oh yes.
I love Laura Ingalls Wilder, and it might have began with the old TV show Little House on the Prairie, and then I found out it was a book series, and I loved it. And I read the whole series, but this one I just kept reading over and over because I loved how they lived under a hillside and by a creek. And we lived across the street from a creek when I was growing up, and I was constantly in the creek catching minnows and looking for frogs and swinging on weeping willow trees and falling. And so I just wanted to be her. So yeah.
That's so fun. I had no idea. When I was in the 2nd grade, I wanted to be her too.
Did you?
Yes. I remember once for book character day, I was really upset because I had gotten sick on that day, and we were all gonna come and dress up as our favorite book characters. So my teacher knew how sad I was and told me I should dress up like her the next day. And then I did. I braided my hair. It was so exciting.
I was really extreme in the whole Laura Ingalls Wilder thing when I was a kid, because I really even the actress Melissa Gilbert who played her, I was convinced that that was her, and so, because she had a lisp, probably the real Laura did. So I would walk around with a lisp, and I asked my mom and dad if I could call him Mom, Pa. My dad was just not all about that. He's like, I don't want to be Pa. I'm like, but Pa, you call me Half Pint? My poor parents. And with yes.
No, I understand that. I understand getting into character.
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me? No reason. I almost met Melissa Gilbert.
Really?
Yeah, a year ago yesterday. I almost met her. I was at what even do you know what Chiller is? It was an event where all these celebrities get together, and I was there because I wanted to see Mickey Dolenz, but then she was there too, and I really wanted to meet her, and we were waiting on the line, but then she took a lunch break.
No,
I didn't get to meet her.
Melissa.
Close, so close.
She missed out. She missed out on meeting you.
That's so sweet. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Sorry, AnaLynne should ask. Great, of course. Okay. Tell us a bit about Living Books Rescue. Tell us.
Okay, I'll do my best.
All right, go for it.
All right. So Living Books. What's a living book? Well, if you have a textbook in your hand, you probably don't have a living book. I mean, do you love any of the textbooks you have? Like, do you bring them to bed at night and just read them because you love them so much?
Well, you know how much I love algebra.
Oh, I did too.
Oh yeah?
Not so much.
Yeah.
But everybody loves a good story, and a living book is a book that is told in a literary way. Like it's like you're reading it and you're like, you're drawn in, you pick it up and you just don't want to put it down. And it's just really interesting. It's also just filled with good ideas that make you think and that stick with you and that you just want to keep thinking about. And yeah.
Oh, that's so much fun.
So, and Living Books Rescue started because, well, I'll have to back up. Years ago, I was homeschooling my boys, and my daughter was still pretty little. And I started collecting more and more books. And I started finding out about this lady named Charlotte Mason, who was a Victorian educator who was all about, not reading textbooks, but reading living books that were just written usually by one author, and allowing children to just read books, from the mind of the author to the mind of the child, just connecting like that and not being watered down and, written by a committee and like super boring. So I'm like, I'm going to do that. And I didn't know very much, but I went to the library and I found a whole set of, Laura Ingalls Wilder books for sale. And I felt like that, AnaLynne. And I thought, do they know that these are like really good books and that they're like really cheap here? I'm just going to leave. I'm just going to pay for them before they realize what they're giving up. So I started just collecting books and buying books at all these library book sales. And then years went by and my daughter was homeschooling. She's 17 now. She was probably like 12 then. And I started hearing other homeschoolers that were looking for similar books that I had, and a lot I had duplicates of. So I started selling them on Facebook to homeschoolers. And then I got tired of Facebook. There's too much this stuff. And it's just like, all kinds of in your face things, a little more than Instagram, I think.
Yeah.
So I migrated over to Instagram and I called my thing Living Books Rescue. And I was selling there for a while, just in my stories and in the little posts in the squares. And then this Monday, there was a flea market down the road at a church that was closing its doors like forever. And I didn't know that. I just heard there's a flea market. So I'm like, I break for bookstores, garage sales, and flea markets. So I all of a sudden said, oh, there's a flea market. I'll be right back. And I went there. And what do you know? There was like nobody there and an entire room full of boxes of the kind of books that I love, like vintage books. A lot of the best books were written before 1965. And most of these books were boxes and boxes. And and they were about to close in 10 minutes. I know, AnaLynne, like that. And I just stood there and asked, there were just a couple of little old ladies sitting there. I'm like, how much were the books? I said, I don't know. How's $3 a box? I'm like,
a box?
A box. I'm like, I'll take all the books and I'll be back with the truck tomorrow. And then, you want the shelves? Yes. So all of a sudden I had like a school library full of books and shelves. And then it was right before COVID, and I heard about all these other schools, and they were all these Catholic schools in the Pittsburgh area that were closing for whatever reason or merging with one another. So I started making phone calls. I'm like, it was February 2020. It's like, hi, I'm Sister Mary, whoever, and what can I do for you? I said, do you have a library in the school that is closing? And why, yes, we do. I don't know what we're going to do with it. Well, I have an idea. I rescue books. And so, well, I'll get your number to so-and-so and we'll talk to the diocese and get back to you. Okay, great. So I called 7 or 8 people that day, 7 or 8 churches, schools. And then, 5, 6, 7 months later, I started getting these phone calls. Hi, this is Sister Teresa so-and-so, and would you like to come and look at books? Sure. Do you want me to bring other people? Because I could invite a homeschool crowd, and they all were like, no, we don't want like crowds of people. You can come, like bring like, somebody to help you. And, I was led into these places, and many of them, I walk into a library and like, what do you want? Take it. And I'm like, I'll make a donation. I'll do something for you. So I did. And even my chairs, like you see my lovely dining room chairs. I got
that's pretty color.
They are, I love these chairs.
I can see why.
They're from a convent, because it was in a library, of course. And my little book cabinet over there, what do you call?
File cabinet?
Well.
Is that, I don't know what
that's a library for library cards. I'm like totally blank on.
Oh, gee, I don't know.
This is terrible. I'm the library lady and I'm having a whole big.
It's okay. It's really okay.
One of those things. Anyway, came from a library sale. People just said, take it. We're just really? So when people started giving me things, I just really felt more of the responsibility to steward them. I'm like, I feel bad just selling everything. So that's why I really started having a lending library for homeschoolers, because a lot of these books are out of print. Not all of them, but a lot of them are. They're just old and in beautiful condition. And so, I'm like stamping away my little preservation library thing. And yeah, so in my ideal world, what I would have would be like a big place. And I've looked into this. So far, I haven't found the place, but a big place where I could have a lending library in one section, a bookstore in another section, have classes for homeschoolers available, have a little coffee bar, maybe sell some pretty local artisanal things, just like fun stuff. That's what I would love to do. And I actually found out there's a place in Mishawaka, Indiana that does this. I told someone about it and they sent me this link and I went, oh, that's it. And if I think of it, I'll tell you what it is. You can, if you want to put it in a note somewhere. But anyway, it exists in Mishawaka, Indiana, and I'm just think it's beautiful. So
Oh, did you go? Have you been? Or do you want?
No, but I would. I'd be like, road trip, let's go. I would love to go.
Oh, that's so much fun. I feel like I just went on your whole journey. That was great. So you've librarified your house.
I have. I have. My basement is my grandkids like going down there. And Bradley, my grandson, who's 6, is like, let me help you. And he started putting, he's thinking I'm going to sell all your books. So he started putting price tags on everything, this whole shelf of book. This one's $1. All these books, these are all $10,000. I'm like, no, that's not random at all. He has fun down there.
Pretty funny. That reminds me. Wow, I'm really doing this out of order, but you know what? Forget about the order. Who needs order? Not me, not her. I love your I love your Instagram stories. I really do. The things you post with your grandchildren, it's so sweet. Do they love reading as much as you do?
They're getting there. They do. Bradley's learning to read and he's loving that. He's
Oh,
like,
right, at 6
look
years
at what I'm reading. He's like, he's reading a page now where at the beginning of the year he read, look, see me read. That was his first sentence.
old. Aw.
I'm reading pages. So he is excited that he's starting to read and he loves to be read too, for sure. Gabby, probably more. She's 3.5. Bradley's like, yeah, this is getting a little long, ready to go run. But
You know what? I understand that with everything. I want to get up and run all the time, especially when I'm in the school.
oh man. Man, oh man, I would have been a great candidate for homeschooling because I was like very much, I did not love school. I loved reading, but I didn't love the books that I was given to read.
Oh my God, don't even, oh, sorry, go on.
Oh, it was kind of rough. And I was really, really, really into science. I think I probably would have been some kind of scientist. And now I love nature study. I have a little microscope in a case back there. I just
Awesome.
have fun with stuff like that. That's probably why I homeschool. One
Oh,
reason.
that's awesome.
I think it's a neat way. But you know what? Wherever you're at, you just grow where you're planted, baby, and
Do my best. But
flourishing.
I'm a little bit interested on your perspective on this. When I was in the 6th grade, I loved reading books, and I wanted so much more than what I was given because, I mean, some of the things you're given at a 6th grade level, they're like all the same. So I wanted to go to the 8th grade books, but they wouldn't let me.
Oh
What do you
man,
think about that?
that just makes me nuts.
Right? Okay. All right. I try. Just
Oh man, that is probably one of the best things about homeschooling because like, well, my daughter, when she was the last one here, she was the only one in the class, so it was like, you can totally tailor it to that. But you know what? There's still, there's after school time. There's just definitely keep reading, read in your free time, read all the time.
You know what I love reading? Music lyrics.
I do too.
But you know what? That's kind of almost I said that jokingly, but when you have the lyrics in front of you, words hold so much. I think that's why so many books are so good because when you're listening to a song, you pick up on the melody and the harmonies and stuff, but when you have the words in front of you, it means so much more.
It's like reading poetry while you're hearing it. It's like poetry. Oh wow. You and AnaLynne just had the same expression looking in the same direction. Oh, and a light broke from heaven.
Oh man, where's my light?
REO Speedwagon lyrics. What?
What did you say? You said something about REO Speedwagon. I want to hear that.
I said especially those REO lyrics.
Yes. Yes. What's your favorite REO song?
Oh wow.
Give it to me.
Okay, well, probably because it just takes me, I'm instantly 14 when I hear it. Keep on loving you.
Oh, you said the right one.
Gosh. Last time I saw them in concert was in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania in 2019. And Kevin Cronin got up and talked and he was like, he woke up in the middle of the night thinking, bum, bum, bum. But he said, I had these 4 chords going on and on in my head and I had to get up and write it down. And I'm glad he did.
I had no idea. Man,
Me,
I wish I could do that.
me too.
Like, how did? Wow, I had no
Kids
idea.
are musical. I'm so not musical. I'm a music appreciator, but I play nothing. Nothing at all. I can carry a tune in a bucket, but not that well. My son's a singer, but
Oh, really?
yeah,
Oh,
Jason.
I forgot. Oh my God, I
Yeah,
totally
that's
forgot.
right.
I should have known. Does he like REO? He should.
He does appreciate them. He said he told me the other day, he said, I was actually singing an REO song working on my range. I'm like, what? And I have not heard this song. He's never sung me an REO song. So one of these
What was
days.
it? Do you know what it was? Did he say what it was?
It was I can't fight this feeling anymore.
Oh man, that's a good one to work on your range with.
Yeah, his first
I
way.
tried so hard. I can't do it. You know, I should try it again. It's been a few months. I should. Oh, did you see my last live stream?
Did I see it?
I know you said you couldn't make it that day.
Oh, you know what? I don't think I saw it all. I think I put it on and then somebody came in, hey mom, and then I had to go away.
Well,
Oh, I'll have to go back.
that would be cool. I dedicated a song to you.
Oh, I'm gonna go back.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Okay,
What
just
was
show
it?
me what date it is.
It's
So like
definitely REO.
text me the date or like so I'll look for it.
Gosh, what was it? I can't remember what it was.
What was it, AnaLynne?
I don't know. I wasn't there. She should get involved. She should play the guitar for my live streams. I should. I really should. I'm better than you are. Uh, um, golly, I wish I should have written it down beforehand.
I'll find it.
Search it out.
I will. I show people. I'm like, have you seen Sandy? You gotta look at Sandy.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks so much.
You're welcome so much.
Excuse me.
Yes.
What about me? Don't you ever tell me what about me?
I do. I say Sandy and AnaLynne.
Oh, you put her name first?
I mean, and sometimes, maybe AnaLynne and Sandy. I'll work on that. You first.
Good.
I mean, you are the one who's saying roll with the changes. And it was beautiful.
Was it really? Do you really think so?
I really do.
She thinks it's beautiful.
I was moved.
Look at what you did.
I'm sorry. I wish I could hand you a hanky.
Thank you for that. That's
You're
so nice.
very welcome. Oh boy, I could just interview you guys, but
Really?
so
You're that interested?
I am.
What do you want to know?
Like, how did you get into ventriloquism? Not that you're not real. I mean, I know I know. Don't plug her ears up. Hold her ears. Yeah.
Oh.
Did you make her?
No, actually, I didn't make her. I have golly, where are the big ones? Oh, they're in a basket over there, but don't tell them. What are you doing? I just realized how weird that looked.
I didn't want you to hear what we were getting you for your birthday.
When's my birthday? We should make her a birthday.
We should.
I
think it's soon.
When do you think it is? When are we planning this gift?
I think it's May 16th.
Okay, that's good. May 16th.
May 16th.
I'm gonna post about it. You're responsible for it.
It was actually my best friend growing up's birthday, so.
Oh, really? Well, then I think
that
it's
day.
right? I forgot what the question was. Oh, no, I did not get her a gift yet.
Not yet.
But there are some people whose gifts I have gotten, and they're in the other room.
Sweet.
Oh wait, I have to ask you questions. This is
okay.
the way this goes.
Setting up.
Let's look through the pages of stuff.
Pages. Oh my goodness.
Pages. What should I ask next? It'll be really good. Trust me on this. Oh, so how exactly does your lending library work?
Excellent question.
Thank you.
You're welcome. AnaLynne, you probably gave her that one, right?
Yeah, that was all mine. I leave that up. It was really good.
Well, here's how it was working. Right now, it's kind of wonky because I'm kind of in transition, but the good news is my friend Hilda is coming up, I believe, the last week of June from North Carolina. We've met once, and we met because of books. She sold books online. We both love the same kind of books, and yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
And she
Hilda.
homeschool too. Yeah, so yay, Hilda. So Hilda's coming up to help me organize and get some of my favorite books are in my garage. And I was showing her my library last week with like just my camera, and I was like, oh, this is a nice shelf. There's better ones out there. And this one's okay. There's better ones out there. She said, I'm going to come and we're going to swap them out so that it's ready for the homeschool moms. Because once a month I have homeschool moms here, and we have coffee and we talk, and we have a book club going right now. We're reading another friend's book. Leah Bowden's her name, and she has written a book called Modern Miss Mason. So we're reading her book and book clubbing it up, and then I want them to be able to go downstairs and borrow books. So, and when they do, okay, you want to ask how it works?
Yeah.
It's really high tech. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm not, wait, hold on.
I do have that's a card catalog. That's what it's called. It's coming back.
Wait, what is it for though? What does that do? What is it for?
You've never seen a card catalog?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so let's see. I'll find one of my old books. Check it out. See, most of these books, there's a beautiful old book on Abraham Lincoln.
Awesome.
Inside, there's a little card. This is how we used to take out books in the library. And when you wanted to say you wanted to find this book, you would look up the author's name and you go into the F's and you go Foster. Oh, Genevieve there, Abraham Lincoln. And then it would tell you, oh, let's see, 92 LAN. So you know where to go in the library. Dewey Decimal System.
I know all about that. 3rd grade.
Okay. So that's part of the Dewey Decimal System. And then you would go to find it, and often I'd be like, librarian, where's this? Then she would help you find the book. And then if you couldn't find it, and then when you checked it out, you'd write your name there. See all these kids' names from back in.
That's so cool.
Wow. This 1973, 1977. Yeah. So yeah. And they have their little homeroom numbers on it. And then she would stamp on here when it's due, so you would know.
That's a great way to make friends. Find their homeroom. Not.
Oh, so my high-tech checkout system is not that high-tech.
Oh, yeah.
I say, okay, show me your books, and we line them up, and I take a picture of the spines of the books. And I go, okay, and then I email them a picture of the spines of their books. That's what the books you have. And then when they bring them back, I go, look, yep, those are the spines I have. Thank you. Pretty simple.
Well, that's great.
I'm all about easy peasy.
I understand that.
Yes. Do you understand that, AnaLynne?
Yeah, you know what? I can't deal with the difficult stuff. No, that's why I don't do the editing. I don't want any piece of that. Leave it up to Sandy. I don't want anything to do with that.
I don't blame you, sister.
Good. Then we're on the same page. We should have coffee sometime. We could be good friends.
We should make it strong like bull. That's what we like here.
Oh yeah, how do you like your coffee?
Strong like bull. My dad used to say, make the coffee strong like bull, put hair on chest.
Put hair on chest? That's
what he would say it just like that. We want it strong like bull, put hair on chest. Now, I don't want those things, but I do want it strong. But that's what my dad used to say. So I still say that. And I like it with just some cream to make it a nice corporate beige. Maybe.
That's really specific.
Maybe a nice cardboard.
Oh, that's right. You know, we were just talking about cardboard and protein bars today. They taste very similar.
Yum.
Yeah, right? Oh my God, I'm so not staying on target. I just remembered I made a video today taste testing something really awful. I'll post it today. You'll like it.
I can't wait.
I was so random. Oh my God. He's doing an awful job. That's why I should host these.
Probably. Well, I'm having fun.
Good.
This is how I roll. I'm about as random as can be.
Oh, good.
And I try to host a book club, or I do a story time. We talk a lot.
Do you talk about coffee and protein bars?
Yeah, just I'm like easily distracted. Oh, look, squirrel. You know, I don't know.
We are the same person. I think we are. I really do. You should see me trying to learn song on my guitar. I I end up not learning the song, and then I end up with a record out. Yeah.
Well, you do, but you play. I mean, you do.
I do try.
The song, you do. I mean, I've never gotten that far. I tried to play the flute for a hot minute.
And
I had a mean teacher
oh boy.
in like fourth grade, and he scared me. I don't remember his name, but he scared me and yelled at us if we didn't practice. So I quit after about a month. That was my musical career.
I'm so sorry.
That's it. So, but my children are all musical. They all play instruments. And
Oh, what do they play? What do they play? If you don't mind my asking.
Lillian plays piano beautifully.
Oh, awesome.
Just hustled here from a piano lesson. And Jason plays guitar and drums, and Zach used to play bass, and now he's more a drummer. But
they have like a whole band.
They do, if they would just get it together.
Yeah,
Zach became a dad, gave his drums to Jason, so.
Oh man, that's really cool. They've never played together?
No, not really. Sometimes Jason and Lily, like if she's playing the piano, he'll come over once in a while, and I love hearing them sing and play together.
That's so cool. If they need a lead vocalist, just ask me. I'm the best.
Okay. I'll tell them. I'll tell them.
Yeah, at least
I got the girl for you.
What did you say? I'm so sorry.
I said, I'll tell him I got the girl for you.
Oh,
AnaLynne.
Yes, she's the star. I mean, it's called the Sandy and Friends podcast for no reason. No reason. There's never been any reason. Oh, that's a Heady song. Oh, God, I can't stay on one path.
Okay, what's the next question? Do we have more questions?
What's the next question? Yeah, you know what? When you're not reading, what are you up to?
What am I up to? Well, what am I up to? I could be binging Gilmore Girls with Lily. I watch a lot of Gilmore Girls. So I don't know how many times we've watched all of them, but we're watching those again. Did you know we did a Gilmore Girls little intro? Did you see that?
No.
It's on my Living Books Rescue page. If you go there, you see a little black square. It's just the beginning. I wish it said it's just the beginning of the video, but if you tap on it, you'll see it. It's our video of.
Okay, I want to see. I really do.
We like to just play. We did the Gilmore Girls intro, and she just copied it, and she said, "Okay, now do this, now do that." She's a really tough director, but we had a lot of fun. It's season 4, Gilmore Girls, and we are writing a musical, she and I. So that's something that I'm thinking about a lot, and it's like kind of secret now, because what I'd really love to do, it's a jukebox musical, okay? Like, you know, Mamma Mia?
Yes.
Based on the music of
ABBA.
ABBA. Well, this is based on another band that I grew up with that I can tell you secretly, but I am waiting because I would just love I would love to tell the artist first, and I am like, oh, we'll see.
Oh, I have one last question for you.
Okay.
All right, AnaLynne. So, what words of wisdom do you have to share with the world? Give us your words of wisdom. Anything.
Words of wisdom. Wow. Yes.
Yeah, that's what everyone says every time.
Okay. I'll tell you. My best words of wisdom is that, well, the most important book to me in the whole entire world is the Bible.
Awesome.
And because it's about God and about his redemption and his plan of sending Jesus Christ. And I am all about reading the Bible. So I highly recommend to read it. I changed my life about when I was 19.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for coming on here and sharing your whole life and love of REO Speedwagon.
Totally my pleasure.
Oh, good. Okay, here, let me give you a virtual hug. Oh, I guess we're both doing it, so group hug. All right, groovy. All right, I'll hit the recording and then we can talk.
Okay.
Hey, folks. Bye, folks.
Bye. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming.
the clouds and the rain, a place where your sadness drains, where the sun peers over your sadness and your pain. There is no gravity, yet within this cavity you make your own truth. Your dreams will come true if your mind isn't glued to the fact that life is so blue. Your dreams cannot stay if you don't repay yourself for making it through. The path to making your dreams come true.